Hello everyone and welcome to Formula 1 2013. This is a career mode video where I'm going to be doing the career mode in Formula 1 2013. The reason I'm doing 2013 is because I've got a few mods on it and I think it just runs better and I prefer it as a game in general to F1 2014. So I'm going to select a team. I'm probably going to go for Toro Rosso because they're the highest team I've been bothered to unlock, and also I like the car, so I'm going to go for that one. Here we have a very nice cinematic of the Toro Rosso logo. There we are.
Welcome to the start of your Formula One career. Let's take a look around. This is the hub menu. As you move through the menu, the screen will update automatically. If an option needs your attention, an icon will appear above it. The email system provides you with key information throughout the season, so it's important to check here regularly. At the top of the screen is the race calendar. You'll notice that some races have icons associated with them. These indicate that something special will happen at that weekend. You can view a guide to each circuit by selecting it in the calendar and pressing to view more information. Towards the end of the season, you may receive contract offers from certain teams. This will depend upon your performance out on track, so aim to make every race count, and you could be in a prestigious position next season. That's the key features of the Career Hub. Be sure to have a look around before you go out on track.
There we go, that was Croft there just telling us a bit about this. But you probably know about this. Here he is, obviously the first race of the season, Albert Park in Australia, so we're just going to be racing there, just some boring things there. I guess we should probably just go to the race. Here we are then at Australia, Albert Park, looking very sunny as I'd expect from Australia, as I'm climbing into my fresh new car for the practice session, I believe.
Hey, welcome to the garage. Let me show you around. The car monitor provides you with important information about the race weekend. There's a lot of useful information here. Feel free to check it out later. When you're ready to go out onto the track, skip sessions, or just want to know what your session objectives are, then you just need to ask.
Okay, there we go, my engineer telling me what to do. I probably won't show much of this practice session, I'm just going to show you my setup for the race. Which, as you can see, stepped gear ratios, and obviously the engine's just going to be standard. Alignment, I'm going to keep like that because otherwise tyre wear is incredibly high. But 3-2 wings. 49-51, or otherwise I find that I'm locking up a bit. 111 to help with the turn in and stuff, and the same pretty much for 11-11. Step gear ratios, and everything else is as you'd expect. Right, I'm going to go to track and do a few laps. Okay, then here we are, ready for the start of qualifying. In practice I was fourth or something on the grid, so I may need to alter the difficulty if I'm massively ahead or doing easily better than I should be, in which case I will just turn it down. But in terms of what I've got installed on this, as you can probably see in the top left hand corner, you'll see as soon as I leave my garage here, is the little overlay on the left hand side that is showing my throttle and my brake application. I just think it looks nice and looks quite like what they've got on the TV. As you probably, hopefully won't be able to see this race, is that I've got the realistic damage mod installed, which just shows, well, which simulates more realistic damage as opposed to the bulletproof cars that are in the standard version of the game. I've also got, as you might be able to tell, on the tyres, I've got the HD tyres mod, so they just look slightly more pristine than normal ones. Other than that, it's fairly vanilla, I think. So it should be alright. With the realistic damage mod, I'm probably going to use flashbacks if I destroy my car, because you don't want to see just half a race. But if I just lose a front wing or lose parts of my front wing, I don't want to be using them. So as and when I will use them, but I will try not to. Also, as you might be able to tell, I am using a steering wheel. You might be able to hear it or tell from the way that I'm turning in game. But I have got a steering wheel plugged in. I can't remember what it is. It says on the back of it, but I can't remember. I'm hopefully getting a new one very soon, but I'm not quite so sure. Ooh. There's a car leaving the pits over there, which may impede me into the first corner, which it has done. It's forced me wide, but it shouldn't be too bad, because I've extended quite a bit on the outside there. As I break down here, following peak, which I'm not really gaining much on, but I am on prime, so I'm not expecting to be way too fast compared to the others, but I'd like to think that I'd be able to beat the Caterhams. Oh, as you can see there, look, diving up his inside and clipping his side. I've damaged my front wing there, so I'll probably just dive into the pits from this one and call it a day. Or for this lap, then stick a new front wing on it and then get back out on the track. Okay then, as you can see, I'm back out on track and I'm got a new front wing and a new set of tyres on, but I just felt the car hit my rear end. I think he might have been taken out, but I'm not sure. As you can oh my god. This car is very slidey compared to what I'm used to, so you may have to bear with me with my inability to drive. Also, I'm pretty sure that Raikkonen or Grosjean behind me is driving without a front wing. It's Raikkonen, and he is actually driving without a front wing. Braking down there and just really tight. For qualifying, I'll probably just show my fastest laps, so what you'll see is probably a couple of quali laps, and then probably in the same video I will put the race in, but maybe not for this one because I had the bit at the start with the introduction to the series. Okay, come around to another flying lap here. That put me in 4th place, that one, although that was a bit of a scrappy lap there. A few cars got in my way and I also didn't take it particularly quickly, but we're back on it now for a proper flying lap. As you see me break down here, my back end gets slightly loose, but not too bad. Got to really ease off through there to not run wide. Just checking behind me there, see if there's any cars. I was on purple apparently, up against a Ferrari of Massa. I don't know how accurate that is, but I will probably tone down my, or tone up, I don't know. Increase the difficulty for the next race, as I am currently going purple, although I don't know how purple I'll be after this. Or now Grosjean set a fastest lap, but I'm apparently still purple. Oh, I missed my first apex, so it puts me really out of shape for the second half of the corner. There's a car here that hopefully got me, Rosberg, who's sitting in 3rd place. Oh, as I run a bit wide, whether that was to do with me not being used to the car or whether the Rosberg was a bit of a distraction, I don't know, but it's probably just my poor driving there. Accelerating now around the final corner, trying not to slide too much. And I do a 1:30.2, which puts me in 1st place, and I didn't mean to put that up. There we go, 1st place. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to increase the difficulty for this, as I am currently leading by quite some margin. I'm climbing into my car here, ready for Q2. I'm going to go back onto the primes again, just because I don't want to be wasting precious sets of tyres, and I'm just going to go for a flying lap straight out because I can't bother to drive around the circuit. So okay, then we're running down to the line, ready for the first fast lap of Q2, using all of my curves just before the run to the line and DRS, and clipping my apex quite nice there, trying not to extend too much, opening the DRS up and powering down into turn 2 or 3 or whatever this one's considered. Slight lock on the inside there, but not too bad. I did miss my apex slightly, clipped it quite nicely there, but ran quite wide and got a bit sideways. Hitting the apex nicely there, just clipping the grass. As I see, go over the sector line, and I'm doing a 29.7, which isn't too bad. I think that's probably faster than I did in Q1. Braking hard into this fairly simple right hand, but if you get it wrong you go right out into the grass. As we go down to one of the highest tyre wearing corners on the lap, this fast left right where you just, oh, I cut that really badly. As you can see on the left hand side, I braked into that because I knew that my attack at it had gone all wrong. Oh, slight lock up on the inside there. There we go. Not braking through there, I don't think. I can't remember whether I braked or not. This is live recorded, but I just have the memory of a goldfish. Slightly wheel spinning out of the final corner. Accelerating down to the line by 130.5, so if you look, Sebastian Vettel is only 0.081 off me, so he's quite close. I wouldn't be surprised if he went ahead of me, but it doesn't look like he's going to yet anyway. There he goes, I'm on pole, as you could just see on the monitor quickly then. Okay, getting into the car for the final part of my first qualifying session in this series, as my engineer is strapping me in and attaching my steering wheel. Okay, then we're back out on track now, we're ready for Q3. In Q2 I took a couple more attempts, but nothing bettered my first lap, so okay, using all of our curves and opening the DRS ready for the run to the line. Going into a rich mixture, which I actually forgot about doing just before the line, and just clipping the apex nicely there, extending a tad on the outside, but nothing too serious. Opening the DRS in there on the second DRS zone, and then braking hard into here, trying to brake in a straight line so I don't lock up, but I massively miss my apex there. Oh, I don't get any grip and extend horribly there and get very sideways. Here we are then, ready for attempt 2 at Q3. Hoping that this one will turn out better than the first lap, but I'm not sure whether it will. Just making sure that I'm in rich mixture there. I'll actually go faster than I did in Q2. Ooh. And but I'm hoping this one will be a lot quicker than that one, as last time I got very, I hit my apex very nicely there, although slightly accelerated a bit hard on the outside and running very wide there, which might be an issue in the race. I may lose a few positions through there, but as I'm fast, as you can see, I'm 0.26 up. As you can see that my fastest lap Vettel is just smashed, although I should be up on him come the end of this lap. However, anything can happen. I'm not a particularly consistent driver, as you'll probably find out in the rest of this series, and probably in this race. I'm not fastest, so I'm going to use a bit of curves there, as I'm minus 1.3 or minus 0.135 on my previous lap. As I go slightly wide there, slightly losing time, although I don't think it's really going to have much effect on this lap. Braking hard now down to this penultimate corner. We're accelerating into the final corner. Hard, getting a bit of wheel spin, losing a bit of time there. don't know whether I'll be quicker or not. Ooh, I go 4th. I'm going to go for another one straight off then. I don't know whether it would be quicker, but I haven't got much fuel left, so... Braking hard. Ooh, I felt I slowed a bit too much in there. There you go, accelerating quite nicely out of there, although I got slightly sideways out of there. So you can see the 5-minute warning coming up. As I'm not sure whether I will be able to get a faster lap in here, as Vettel goes fastest once again. 1:29.2, he's definitely faster than I am. Although I feel that this lap's probably going to be quicker than my last one. Oh, I'm purple. I've gone purple for this sector. Oh, I've messed it up though. Okay, I'm going to drive quickly back to the pits because this lap's now invalid because I slightly cut that one. I say slightly, it's quite a big cut. So I will drive back to pits, refuel, put a new set of tyres on, and go for one more fast. Okay, I'm back out with 2 minutes 40 to go, so I should be able to get one more lap in, if not 2. But I'm hoping that this one should be fast enough to see me slightly higher up the grid, although I wouldn't be too disappointed if I wasn't higher up the grid, because 4th place on your first race isn't too bad, especially in a Toro Rosso. But this shows that I definitely need to turn up the difficulty, as I shouldn't be this high up in a low-end team. Brake hard here. Ooh, slight lock up, but not too bad. But I still run wide through there, using a bit of curves to compensate for it, but I don't know how useful it would be. I want to be faster this lap, at least faster than my last one, because these tyres are a lot less worn. These are fresh tyres, so they will serve longer in the race and hopefully allow me to get that slight advantage over people. As we race down now to this hard corner that I really dislike. If you just get the first part slightly wrong, it puts you out of shape for the entire corner. As you say, I had to ease off quite a lot through there, but I'm a second quicker than my last lap, so this should hopefully see me into first place if I don't mess it up later on in the race, or later on in the lap, which I almost did there, so I had to hit the brakes a bit.
1 minute remaining, just 1 minute.
Here we go then. This is the moment of truth where we find out whether my lap was enough. I'm going flat out 27. Oh, 127.7. 1.5 seconds up on Vettel. That should easily see us into first place. There we are. As you can see that I qualified on pole, which I'm very surprised
Pole!
about.
That's pole! Congratulations! Fantastic drive! Well done! Let's carry this through to the race.
There you go, my engineer very happy there that I'm on pole. Yeah, like I said, I'm a bit surprised that I'm on pole because I really don't like the circuit, but clearly the AI are on a fairly easy difficulty, so I will turn that up for the next race. As you're about to see me celebrate here, there we are.